All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
There's stats up here.
just first thoughts and impressions on this one?
Well, I thought we played really well for 3 quarters. Unfortunately, it's a 4-quarter game. We were absolute no-shows for the first 10 minutes of the game, offensively and defensively. Thank goodness Jazz showed up for that first 10 minutes and scored for us. But those are things that we've talked about as a team. We're a good basketball team. We have some really good players. We're not as good as we've been in the past, in the terms of we're not as consistent. We just don't. I don't have 3 or 4 that I can count on every single night to know what they're going to do. You know, and that's part of growing. That's part of, you know, we have some young ones out there that are now in new roles, and it takes some time, and it's going to take time. I've said all along, every night in the ACC is going to be a grind for us. You know, and then there might be a Clemson game thrown in there, which is great, but I don't anticipate that very often. So I've prepared them for it, and I've explained to them that, hey, you know, it's not equal opportunity, and I'm putting the ones on the floor that I think can help us win. And I thought we did a really nice job of just battling and grinding it and figuring out. We finally take a lead, and then we get beat on a straight line drive. They tie it up. They take the lead again. And as tough of a night as Dana had shooting the basketball, she had 2 big shots for us, and our kids did a great job on the out-of-bounds play of executing. She knocks down the 3, and then the 3 there at the end. She steps up, and those are shots that she can make. But overall, it's a win. We'll take it. And now what we've got to do is continue to get back to just finding some more consistency.
Coach, Jazz has scored like that before, but just what was it like today to see her obviously 1,000 points, career high, and she's really the one who kind of kept you guys in the game?
Oh no, she did. There's no kind about it. You know, she had a remarkable game. I was really pleased for her. Excited that, you know, she reaches 1,000 points on a win. You know, it's not very rewarding to hit your milestone and then have a loss. So I was pleased we were able to pull it out. But overall, I'm just telling you, it was a game where we had to grind, and Jazz stepped up and knocked down some pull-up jump shots, and she played really, really well. And that's what we're going to need. Now we're going to need that consistency now. And I really believe we can find it. It's just every day when you come to practice, you've got to have that mindset mentality that it's another day at work, and you've got to put the time in.
Were you getting the shots you wanted offensively, or kind of a 4 man?
Yeah, we had some good shots. I mean, we had some good shots and good looks, missed some, and then we did get stagnant at times. We have a habit when somebody else has the ball on our team to stand and watch. And we keep talking, you got to move without the basketball. When someone drives a gap and creates a defensive player to shift, you have to shift to the open area so we can get you the ball. And unfortunately, we kind of struggle with that. I think Gorecki is one of the best I've seen at doing that. She moves without the basketball as well as anybody, and she really hurt us in that first quarter when we'd stand and watch, and she'd cut and score. So I think what she does is something that we told our kids about. We said, hey, she's going to do this. But unfortunately, we didn't have an answer for it in the first quarter.
You sent Mikasa in fairly early, and she ended up spending about 20 minutes on the court. Was that part of a strategy in terms of, or did you see something that you didn't like and thought she could help out?
Well, we needed to go 4 guards. We need to try and get smaller. And then what Mikasa can do for us is she creates for people. She really can do a nice job of putting the ball on the ground, drawing 2 defenders and kicking. And then I was really happy for her tonight because she stepped up. She goes 3 of 5 from the field, had a huge offensive board stick back, and made a nice little 6 or 7 foot jumper, which if she's been working hard on it, and if she can continue to do that for herself, then playing time will increase because that's the one area that she has to keep working on is scoring the ball.
When you look at the start, what was it about Duke's defense that it seemed to confuse your team and really kind of frustrate Dana?
They played harder. That's what it was. I mean, their energy was way better than ours, which is really frustrating. When you come out here and you've got 10,000 people here, what an unbelievable day. We had some World War II vets talked to our players before the game and what an opportunity and experience that was for them. And then to come out there and play so poorly that first quarter, it's really hard to explain. But I was proud of them because we kept battling, and that's what you have to do. When things don't go your way, you can't just fold tent and pack up your toys and go home. And I was proud of them to continue to fight.
Were you, I mean, I guess you see Jazmine, take the lead at times this season, I guess in her career, but was that a game where you really just saw her just take the team, put it on her shoulders and say, let's get us back in it?
Well, I thought, in the first quarter especially, she scored the ball for us. She was attacking to get into gaps and really did a nice job. The good thing for us is we'll be able to break this film down and just kind of show everybody, like, hey, here's opportunities we missed, here's opportunities we had. We had some good shots we missed. I thought Dana there drove the paint, threw a beautiful little drop pass to Bianca and just slid off the rim. But it was the right pass to make. And I kind of told her, and she made a pull-up doing that in the third quarter, and that's where I needed her to get more, was try to get in there, and then she's learning and doing a much better job of scoring in small spaces, because that's the one thing about our level of play. It's not very often where you get a whole bunch of room after you come off the ball screen to just take your time and gather and go up. You've got to be able to score it in small spaces.
Coach, the last 3 out of the 5 games have been really tight games. What kind of improvements have you seen from the team playing in those really close back and forth games?
Well, we're figuring out ways to win. That's what encourages me. I mean, that's what it comes down to. We're coming up with stops. We're scoring the basketball when it matters. I was really proud of Bianca. She steps up and makes 2 big-time free throws that seals the game, which are 2 that we needed to get. So I was proud of her. I thought Liz Dixon came in. Like I said, I thought she played well in her 5 minutes, and then she sprained an ankle. I got to see how she's doing. But she made a beautiful up and under move. She contested some shots in the paint and did a great job. But for us against their zone, we needed to play more 4 guards because we needed to try to attack a gap and get in there and create. So that's why we went more with a guard-oriented lineup as that game continued.
Coach, what is it about Dana that for that shot in the last 30 seconds, I mean, she's 1 of 10 from 3 of 15.
She has no idea if she's 1 of 10 or 10 for 10. She was never good at math. She sits there, when she hits the rim, she goes, well, that's a half of a point. So, that's kind of, what, here's what it is. She spends a ton of time in the gym working on her game. And I am a math person. And I tell them all the time, at the end of the game right there, you want Dana to shoot it or Jazz to shoot it. Mathematically, you want Dana to shoot it because percentages always work their way out. Now I know what everybody's going to say, give it to the hot hand, which is right, which is what I want to do too. But as a player, you've got to have short-term memory. That's if you work on your game. See, if you don't work on your game, then shooting and praying is not a very good option. So if you haven't worked on it to where you're consistently making shots in practice, then don't take them in games. But Dana's in the gym, she makes them in practice, she's made them in games, so I've got no problem with her taking that shot. I'm still working to get her off the ball, to get her on the weak side so we can get some easier shots for her. But overall, it's a win. I'm really proud of them. It's one we won't give back. And like I said, it's going to be something that's going to be a grind like this the entire ACC season.
But Dana, for you, even though, when your shot's not falling, just where's your confidence level like? I mean, you were still shooting those shots, and then how rewarding was it when you were able to get those 2 big threes for you?
Well, my teammates, they kept talking to me the whole game and saying, they're going to fall, don't worry about it. Jazmine in particular and B set the screen, and I give her the credit for that shot because if she didn't set that screen, then I wouldn't have had an open 3 at the end. So my teammates were the key.
Jazz, you joined the 1,000-point club. Sure. Proud of that, and also a lot of teammates to say thank you to over the years about that as well.
Definitely thank all my point guards. And it only took 4 years, right, Coach?
Then you should thank me for playing you.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
That's part of it.
if I don't play her, she don't score.
But no, it's an honor. A lot of people have came through this program, a lot of great players, and I'm just great to be a part of something special.
Anything else for Coach? Okay.
Guys, thank you. You guys have been fantastic. Again, the one thing I will ask you to do, if you can, anything you can put out there concerning our USA basketball game here on February the 2nd. We're trying to get 10, 11,000 in for that like we did tonight. Angel McCottry will be playing in that game. You'll have Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Brianna Stewart's scheduled possibly to be back for that also. You're actually going to have a team where a lot of them are going to be going over to Serbia to play in the pre-qualifying Olympic tournament right after our game. So it's going to be a pretty impressive group of young women, and I'd love to be able to get 10, 12,000 in this place. So if you all can help me do that, I'd sure appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Jazz, as you slide over, I was talking to Lamar. Jazz, I was talking to Lamar before the game, and he said you were in the gym last night. Would you say that anything has changed about the amount of time you're spending in the gym? Like, as your schedule kind of ramped up a little bit, have you been more focused after the Christmas break?
Like, school's not in right now. We'll start school tomorrow. But school hasn't been in, so we have more free time to just get in the gym. We're not doing anything else. We've been having practice two-a-days. We've just been staying focused, watching film, and just getting in the gym. We have plenty of free time. So all my teammates have been in the gym, especially this one right here, night in and night out. She's the first one in the gym and always the last one to leave. So, and then we'll come in at nighttime and she's still in there. So I was like, they go home. So,
No life, no life.
And then Dana, what's the next song we can expect on karaoke with Dana?
Anything Jackson 5. I love Michael Jackson, so pretty much know all the songs. So.
That was a great video
It
that
was.
Lamont did.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Jazz, did you feel like you had to take on extra responsibility early when kind of things you guys were struggling a little bit offensively? And
Yes.
if so, when did you feel like you got into a groove?
No, I was just being aggressive like I was the last two games, of course. And then like I knew that my teammates was gonna pick it up. We just started out slow as a unit on defense, and we just needed to pick it up. I knew once our defense amped up that our offense would take care of itself. So we was just too focused on shots not going in right there. And then when we picked it up on defense, the offense took care of itself. I told Danny the whole game, it's gonna fall. Just be patient. And look what happened. Like those was two big threes. Like Bianca too. I told her to be patient, and she got fouled, knocked down two big free throws. She was rebounding the ball outstanding. She had some great switches down on defense with me. We would spot switch everything in like the last like 3 minutes in the game. So they kept with it. My teammates they stay aggressive no matter what, and they don't hang their head.
Dana, what was your difficulty against that zone early on? And I mean, what did you have to do to really try to get past it and hit those two shots?
They were really long. They played the zone wide, and I couldn't really get any open looks early. So I took a couple tough shots that was pretty contested, when I should have been a little bit more patient. But I just kept believing in myself, and I kept telling myself it has to fall pretty soon. So and I just was ready to take the shot.
Jazz, can you just walk us through what the moment was like when you got 1,000 point, or if you even knew, or if you heard it over when they were saying over the PA?
No, I didn't even hear it over the PA. In the huddle, I was just telling us, y'all, we got to pick it up on defense. So I didn't even hear it over
When did
the
you find
PA.
out?
After the game, when I got interviewed on TV. I didn't even know. So after I found out on TV, I was real honored.
Anything else? Thank you all.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hopefully see y'all in Miami, right?
Oh, yes.
I know you coming. See y'all.